Hi everyone, Jimmy here from My Online Guy, and today we've driven all the way out to Ingleburn to catch up with Chris here from RYCO Ingleburn. Good friend of mine, long-term client, and we're just going to have a chat today. So Chris, how you going?
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, real good.
So why don't you tell everyone about what you do here at RYCO?
All right, so we're in the hydraulic breakdown industry. We service a very broad range of industries, really: defence, mining, agriculture, manufacturing, food processing. So we're in quite a diverse industry, and we help those customers if they've got hydraulic hose breakdowns or they need supply. Or we also now our newest sort of division of the company is we're rebuilding and manufacturing hydraulic cylinders. So mainly remanning or remanufacturing, and if a cylinder is really bad, we can take all the good bits out, replace or manufacture the bits that are worn, and then we put it all back together, and that's quite a lot of the time a quicker turnaround and a better price for the customer. So.
Now we've been working together for a long time, Chris. It's been ages actually, and maybe just tell everyone a little bit about your experience working with us, how it's been going.
Yeah, well, I think we met at a networking group that we're in. Yep. So and it got referred to by someone in my network, business network. So I'm quite active in that type of thing. So get a lot of my professional services guys and websites and that type of thing done from people I network with and come with personal referrals. So Jimmy was personally referred to me. You were just not long started.
No,
it was fresh.
Chris is one of the first people that has worked with us, and it's still working with us to this day. But yeah, Chris is one of the first.
And that actually probably attracted me to Jimmy at the beginning, because I thought, well, he's got nothing to lose, which is not like the best situation for me, but he's got a lot to gain, and I think he's got a reputation to build, and I'm his first, foundation client, so I thought he'd work really hard, and I'm glad I did choose to go with you, because we set some pretty tight key KPIs and accountabilities, and he hit them quicker than I think what we thought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a hell of a ride up with the SEO. But so we, Chris and I, we've been doing SEO with RYCO here, for a long time, and just obviously, we were talking about this just before about SEO. What has your experience been with SEO specifically? I'm a tradie at heart, so this stuff doesn't come naturally to me. We didn't learn this stuff in school, right? So we just talked about it before, in the generation that doesn't really we haven't been so exposed to the online world, I guess you could say. It's been there, but it was sort of the transition, So I guess. From me, a tradie perspective, it's always typically been up until probably 8 to 10 years ago now, but that I realised that I couldn't do any more work. There had to be other areas of the business that could be improved to grow the business. So one of those areas that got a lot of my attention recently, probably in the past 3 years, I guess. Yep.
Is the online stuff. So. The website, the SEO, the social media has been probably where we've spent 98% of our marketing budget in the past 3 years. So.
Yep. And what kind of results have you been seeing from the SEO? Really good. I guess we put in a lot of effort at the beginning. We reverse engineered the site and build it specifically to suit SEO, right? Yep. So we looked at what people were searching for, what terms they wanted covered, I guess, or what terms they wanted results returned for, and then built the site around that, and plus put our own spin on it,
or just were authentic about what the services we were provided and shot it how it was. I think that made a big difference, and then it just Google loved it, I guess. And just
really, the only thing I've really been doing different in business in the past probably 4 years is the SEO and the website and Google AdWords and social media. And the growth has been in 4 years, we've more than doubled.
Yeah.
More than doubled easily. So the results that I mean, you look after social media, my website, not social media, sorry.
SEO.
The SEO and the website. So we've done, I think, 2 takes on the website. Yeah, it's been, I mean, not doing too much work on it now. We're just doing a maintenance thing, and I think we're still ranking first. I think for 100 keywords that don't have RYCO in the search terms. We're top 5 probably.
Yeah,
easy. Yeah, something like that.
And I think I think the big thing too is that I think like I said to you from the start, I want to educate you as much as I was doing, and I wanted you to learn what we were doing, so you could see the value in it, and you can even just see now the understanding of the SEO and what the value it's been has come a long way since when we first started working together. Because
definitely, I think I learned a lot from you. I was already interested in it, because I could see there was a big value, there was a big gap in the market from what my competitors were doing in the industry, or on the industry, I should say, just online really. What were they doing online? What I thought it could be, and then I ran some ideas by you, and then there was no one really doing it, or doing it to a point where either of us thought it was any good. And you can go in and you could see what results our competitors were getting, and we basically said no, we want 8 or 10 times better than that. And that's essentially where we ended up.
That's it.
It was sort of like we had to sort of mow down the field at the beginning and work out what worked and what didn't work. But I think together we got through that pretty quick. We ran ideas by each other, and you were given quite a bit of space, and I think you gave sounding board to my ideas too, and told me when you thought that was shit. So that was good. But yeah, look, I think that trust we had together with each other, the trust that I knew you would, not that you would just do the right thing, but that you actually emotionally invested in it and wanted it to work. That was sort of why I felt, I guess I could sound ideas off you, and I was confident that you were doing the work that needed to be done behind the scenes.
Exactly, and it's that's I think the big thing to take away from the relationship Chris and I have, and it's like we do SEO, but we bounce ideas off each other and stuff. It's actually it's about becoming partners in something and going, actually, we're just going to work together. I have a skill set, you have a skill set, and it's like actually between the two of us or whoever works together, it should be a partnership. It's not just you give me money, I give you results. It's like, that's the natural side effect of doing that well. But, it's more than that, isn't it? It's like, we were talking about YouTube the other day, and we're talking about how you could expand into there, and just, just the opportunities and options, and just having a sounding board for that with someone that can see what works for other industries and stuff, and going, actually, this could work in the hydraulics industry. There's no reason why this can't do that. And I think, that's what I've taken away from this, is that I've learned a lot about business from you as well. And just it's nice to work with people that, really want to achieve the best results, not just I'm happy with where we are here. It's like, actually, I want to, if we're going to do this, we do it properly or don't do it at all. And, I definitely felt that when we were really pushing the SEO. It's like, actually, I want to achieve the best results as well. And the best way we can do that is when someone's pushing from this side, but also going, actually, I trust that you know what you're doing, so I'm going to push, but I'm also going to be like, I'm going to give you enough space to be able to do it because I trust that you can get the results. So, and I suppose the other question I had is obviously, I'd imagine the SEO and even ads and everything has opened a lot of doors in regards to growth and stuff. So what are some of the plans? Where's RYCO Ingleburn going from here?
We've recently purchased a premises which we're going to expand the cylinder services into. So with the growth of the business over the past 2 years, we've sort of outgrown the current space we have. So we are going to stay here, but just move the workshop side of the business and the machining side, the cylinder side of it to to a location that's still in the same complex, just down the back. But that's probably the biggest growth channel in the next 2 years, I'd say. That gives us the opportunity to put in some bigger machinery, be able to employ more staff, and not be tripping over each other. So, our biggest limiting factor probably at the moment with the cylinder side of the business. So it's the fastest growing, but we're sort of a bit limited. So if we put in more staff, we're sort of tripping over each other, and we sort of need some bigger equipment, overhead cranes and machinery, that type of thing. So that's where the focus has been. There's still a heavy focus on growing the wholesale side of the business, so with the hoses and fittings. So we've got still the traditional sales methods. Like we've got a full-time sales guy on the road who brings on those clients and actively sells. So that is still, we still have the traditional means of like, sales, I guess you could call it. But I like to throw in, that without the backing of the the Google AdWords and the website, I think it ties everything in, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was one thing when I came to you, we were lacking in that area. Like we had the good, we had the good brand, and we had a good team. We had a good delivery. We took us a long time to find the right staff members and the right roles. And then I think just that marketing side of the business is where it was there was a bit of a gap. So I went looking to try and obviously solve that issue. And come across you. Yeah, so.
Yeah, and look, it's just been great to work with you through that. And look, long term, obviously there's plenty happening here. So we're going to be working long into the future from here. But thanks for having us over, Chris, and allowing us to come and it's been a long time coming, me getting over here. But thanks for having us here. And I look forward to being part of the journey going forward and helping continue to grow RYCO Ingleburn into its next phases. And
awesome. Yeah, no worries. Looking forward to get.
We'll let you get back to work, but thanks for taking the time to chat to me today and just run people through the value of some of this, of marketing, and happy to be part of the journey, and we'll take one step at a time and keep growing.
Yeah, sounds good.